Swami Vivekananda. His manifesting word is Om. Every idea that you have in the mind has a counterpart in a word. The word and the thought are inseparable. The external part of the thought is what we call word, and the internal part is what we call thought. No man can by analysis separate thought from word. The idea that language was created by men, certain men sitting together and deciding on words, has been proved to be wrong. So long as things have existed, they have been words and language. What is the connection between an idea and a word? Although we see that there must always be a word with a thought, it is not necessary that the same thought requires the same word. The thought may be the same in 20 different countries and the language is different. We must have a word to express his thought, but these words need not necessarily have the same sound. Sounds will vary in different nations. Our commentator says, although relation between thought and word is perfectly natural, yet it does not mean a rigid connection between one sound and one idea. These sounds vary, yet the relation between the sounds and the thoughts is a natural one. The connection between thoughts and sounds is good only if there be a real connection between the thing signified and the symbol, and until then that symbol will never come into general use. Symbol is the manifester of the thing signified, and if the thing signified has already existence, and if by experience we know that the symbol has expressed that thing many times, when we are sure that there is a real relation between them. Even if the things are not present, there will be thousands who will know them by the symbols. There must be a natural connection between the symbol and the thing signified. Then, when that symbol is pronounced, it is recalled the thing signified. The commentator says the manifesting word of God is Om. Why does he emphasize this? There are hundreds of words for God. One thought is connected with 1,000 words. The idea God is connected with hundreds of words. It stands as a symbol for God. Very good. But there must be a generalization among all these words, some substratum, some common ground of all these symbols, and the symbol which is the common symbol will be the best and will really be the symbol of all. In making a sound, we use the larynx and the palate as a sounding board. Is there an immaterial sound of which all other sounds must be manifestations? One which is the most natural sound. Om. Om is such a sound, the basis of all sounds. The first letter A is the root sound, the key, pronounced without touching any part of the tongue or palate. M represents the last sound in the series, being produced by the closed lip, and the U rolls from the very root to the end of the sounding board of the mouth. So the first letter A, root sound, pronounced without touching any part of the tongue or palate. M represents last sound in the series, produced by the closed lip. U rolls from the root to the end of the sounding board of the mouth. Om represents the whole phenomenon of sound producing. As such, it must be the natural symbol. The matrix of all these variant symbols ignores the whole range and possibility of all the words that can be made. Apart from these speculations, we say that around this word Om are centered all the different religious ideas in India. All the various religious ideas of the Vedas have gathered themselves on this word Om. What has that to do with America and England or any other country? Simply, the word has been retained at every stage of religious growth in India, and it has been manipulated to mean all the various ideas about God. Monists, dualists, monodualists, separatists, and even atheists took up this Om. Om has become the one symbol for the religious aspiration of the vast majority of human beings. Take, for instance, the English word God. It conveys only limited function, and if you go beyond it, you have to add adjectives to make it personal, impersonal, or absolute God. So, with the words for God in every other language, the signification is very small. This word Om, however, has around it all the various significances. As such, it should be accepted by everyone. The repetition of this Om and meditating on its meaning is the way. Why should there be repetition? We have not forgotten that the theory of sanskaras, that the sum total of impressions lives in the mind. Impressions live in the mind, the sum total of impressions, and they become more and more latent, but remain there. And as soon as they get the right stimulus, they come out. Molecular vibration will never cease. When this universe is destroyed by the massive vibrations disappear. The sun, moon, stars, and earth will melt down, but the vibrations must remain in the atoms. Each atom will perform the same function as the big worlds do. So the vibrations of this chitta will subside, but will go on like molecular vibrations, and when they get the impulse, will come out again. We can now understand what is meant by repetition. It is the greatest stimulus that can be given to the spiritual sanskaras. Moment of company with the holy makes a ship to cross the ocean of life. One moment company with the holy makes a ship to cross this ocean of life. Such is the power of association. So is the repetition of Om and thinking of its meaning is keeping good company in your own mind. Study and learn, then meditate and meditate. When you have studied, the light will come to you, the self will become manifest. But one must think of this Om and of its meaning too. Avoid evil company, because the scars of old wounds are in you. The civil company is just the heat that is necessary to call them out. In the same way, we are told that good company will call out the good impressions that are in us, but which have become latent. There is nothing holier in this world than to keep good company, because the good impressions will have the same tendency to come to the surface. From that is gained the knowledge of introspection and the destruction of obstacles. The first manifestation of this repetition thinking of form will be that the introspective power will be manifested more and more, and all the mental and physical obstacles will begin to vanish. What are the obstacles to the yogi? This is mental laziness, doubt, calmness, cessation, false perception, non-attaining concentration, and falling away from the state when obtained are the obstructing distractions. Disease. This body is the boat which will carry us to the other shore of the ocean of life. It must be taken care of. Unhealthy persons can be used. Mental laziness makes us lose all lively interest in the subject, without which there will neither be the will nor the energy to practice. Doubts will arise in the mind about the truths of the science. However strong one's intellectual conviction may be, until certain peculiar psychic experiences come, as hearing or seeing at the senses, etc. These claims strengthen the mind and makes the student persevere. Falling away then attain. Some say or weeks when you are practicing, the mind will be calm and easily concentrated, and you will find yourself progressing fast. All of a sudden the progress will stop one day, and you will find yourself as it was stranded. Persevere. All progress proceeds by rise and fall.